folks. Today's video is about the Gabbie Hanna situation and the survived the night filming and drama that's happened lately. I noticed over the years that when drama happens and follows and exposing people takes place, there really isn't content created regarding lessons learned and what we can take from a situation to learn from it and try to potentially maybe not have it happen in our own lives. Because when canceling happens, it's more of a social shaming, but then the person at play doesn't really get to grow from it, right? So the reason that I'm talking about lessons learned is because I work in cybersecurity. And when folks hear about breaches of big breaches in the news that happened, once everything gets settled, something takes place called lessons learned, where it's literally okay, what happened? What can cause the situation? What can we do to mitigate? What controls can we put in place so that this does not happen again? So, this is what I'm trying to do in this video because this is me trying to provide Gabbie's audience, which is mostly teenagers, with being able to notice the difference between accountability and hate, and the fact that this is a really good example to try to find ways of conflict resolution and realize that saying sorry does not erase hurtful behavior, and that changed behavior and showing effort goes so much of a long way. And because being triggered is one of the most awful things that can happen to a person. I have gotten triggered a lot. I am a survivor of domestic violence and I have post traumatic stress stuff and issues. But the thing is, when I'm triggered, it's not everybody else's job to put up with my bad attitude, right? And when you're triggered, it's one of the most awful things that can happen, and you feel like the world is falling around you and people are villains. And through therapy, one can gain tools to handle situations better. And at the crux of it all, when it comes to the survive the night situation, is that a miscommunication happened, triggering happened, a lack of regulation of emotions took place, where Gabbie was not able to regulate her emotions and wanted everybody to change and make necessary changes for her, and she was very demanding. And honestly, trying to make things be a team effort goes a lot more of a long way when handling situations when things already went wrong. And so, because self-advocacy is one thing, but being cruel and demeaning is completely different. So Gabbie did not fill out the food form prior to this filming taking place, which, and then saying I need healthy food around, is not the same as I cannot be around junk food because I have an eating disorder, I am in a vulnerable place, and I am likely to binge. That's a different way to communicate things. And the thing is, it could be a little bit of an unreasonable demand to put to others. So the thing is, had she mentioned this, the team could have tried to make efforts to accommodate her accordingly. Because the thing is, there was healthy food provided, so folks felt that that accommodation already took place. And the thing is that even when bringing her the food exactly that she wanted, it did not negate the core issue. It appeased the current fire, but it did not put out the overall inferno, if it makes sense. And so at the time she was also already binging, which also meant that her stomach was full, which meant that she couldn't eat even the food that ended up being provided for her. And so it's really just, okay, I'm going through this and I'm going to let my mental health team know, try to get tools, how to handle the situation, what can we do to make things better. But really, a good way to handle it is ask, hey, can we have the junk food be moved to a place that I don't have access to? Is it possible for people not to eat it in front of me? I'm a vulnerable place and I need support. That's one way to handle it. When it comes to the clothes and the necklace allergy, I myself am allergic to gold. And so a workaround can be, I can only wear gold, but a workaround is sterling silver. But I realized when I bought a sterling silver chain that not all silver is created equal when it comes to sweat and environment and heat, I got a rash myself, so I couldn't really wear that anymore. And unless you're constantly cleaning it, you're gonna have the tarnishing happen. So what Gabbie could have done is showed humility and say, I realized that I missed two fittings. I am currently having this allergic reaction to the necklace. I'm feeling very uncomfortable. Is it possible for us to find a different necklace for me to wear? Or is it possible for me to talk with wardrobe and bring jewelry that I currently own that I know works with my skin, and we can find something that may complement the outfit? I am very sorry to put additional labor on the wardrobe department, but this is an unforeseen situation that we really could not have known until I started wearing the piece of jewelry itself. And so this is basically trying to be, let's find a middle ground, let's find conflict resolution. And then when it comes to the strict working out and eating schedule that happened, is that folks with mental health are assisted by working out and having a structure to be able to better cope with their disorder. And from what I've heard, Hanna has ADHD. And so she was currently triggered, her eating disorder was back. And so I could see needing to work out and seeing her trainer as being something important to help her get back on track. What she could have done is say, hi folks, I am currently struggling. I understand the filming was very uncomfortable for everyone involved. Is it possible for me to bring my trainer onto the set? No. Okay. Is it possible for us to do a group workout session together? I need to have a very strict eating times. Is it possible for folks to be able to switch with me so that I can eat, so that I can be put back on track? Because we have already done the work to do the filming. We're in the fun stage of creating the promo material, and so I want us all to end in a positive note. Or be, can I just be here in this time for the group photos, and can we do my individual shots separately? Those are ways to better handle the situation. And so I really hope that this could be helpful to people. Feel free to put things in the comments down below. Again, this was not hate, and I hope this helps.